Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate with MUNESHIGE'S stories. It's admittedly been a while. I don't remember what happened last time, but I'm assuming we took some of these cities. All that's really left is to just take care of these three places, and it's not looking like that's going to be very difficult at all. Yeah, these places really aren't very well defended either. And yeah, with what we got, this should be pretty doable. We'll send out these guys, and I don't even really think we need reinforcements. I think what we have here is enough to take care of what's over here. As Fontaine is incredibly weakly defended. Also, I can't lie, it definitely helps that we have guys who can just fly. Like, they can literally just fly over the whole terrain. And considering, like, 3 of the 4 are weak to Charizard, and Charizard, I'm assuming, probably one-shots all of them. This should not be too difficult. The only thing we have to watch out for is Vaporeon. Okay, so even what I don't actually know if you have levitate. You don't. It's gonna say like enemies that fly, I think, do not affect the buttons. But yeah, we're gonna just let them get over here, right? Okay, he could reach. That is slightly unfortunate. That's a whole 1 damage he did there. Alright, well, thank you for just lining up. I don't think that reaches. Yeah. Yeah, we might just set ourselves up for getting attacked here, but it's not the end of the world. Should be fine. Yeah, the burn figures, but this could do a bit more. 16. That's not nothing, I guess. Okay, well, Roserade just annihilates Vaporeon. And now we should be able to... I was going to say we should be able to finish this off with Charizard, but I guess he doesn't reach. Alright, well, one final attempt to do, I guess, something. But, yeah. I was not expecting any difficulty there. I'll have to say one thing. The last couple of times, the officer bonus hasn't really, like, worked, and I don't really know why that is. Like, they used to, or at least in one of the runs, they got, like, ridiculously strong, but ever since, not really anymore. Alright, 5 guys weak to fire. I'm gonna weak the fire over here, most of them too, but I mean, let's see what we can bring. Do we even have much hit in the back? I don't think so, right? Oh yeah, we had... Apparently we're doing something here. Yeah, if we've got a fire type here, if we keep... He's gonna have those guys left. I'll actually use ghost type moves, although that's pretty good against most of them as well. I don't know, we'll bring like full Corona and like these two guys. We got a Gengar here, and that should be able to contribute. Like, the one negative thing of like finishing off here is that you're gonna have to defend like 4 villages instead of like 2 or 3. So I'm gonna bring Volcarona, and I'll bring you 2, and you 5 should honestly be able to handle it fine. Also, it is pretty cool to have something like Cabaleon just kind of there. Man, I've only had one more move. Yeah, that doesn't work. Volcarona's battery like really strong too. Yeah, I think we'll just let them get over to me. Alright, just line yourself up to die. Like, seriously. That's free. That's just free down in one go. Not even the mind dis. Sure. We had our own character from that, but you know, it is what it is. And another easy victory. Although that time we were like twice as strong as them, so it's like not that surprising. But yeah, victory's been claimed, and now they only have Greenleaf left. which, like, let's see if these three and like some of these guys, like, it should be fine. I mean, hell, we've got some strong guys even here and over here. I don't even mention yeah, let's go for this squad as these are, I guess, Tadakatsu's strongest characters, or at least what he's got left. But like I said, they didn't really get the officer bonus like at all. Because if they'd gotten that, you know, I mean, it would have been a lot harder. But it all just depends, right? Like, it's one thing that they're suddenly like 5% stronger. It's another thing that they're like 15% stronger. I will also say that this is probably one of those maps I've blundered more on than most maps. Oh, can you imagine you accidentally hit that? You just fuck yourself over immediately. Now Masa, I don't think we've ever used Now Masa. Oh damn, kinda sucks that you just so happen to have two warriors that we need. Like, that's quite unfortunate. Like, let's be honest. Like, with the warlords, you know, at some point you're guaranteed to get them. You don't really have to search. You're not really yeah, you don't really have to search for the warlords all that much. Unlike some of the warriors who can be really rare. Okay, cool. He's over there with Excelgor. Seems like he's gonna send out most of his army over there, which is fine. His army going there is actually really good for us. Come on, Overquill, do something stupid. Yeah! See, that is lining them up perfectly for Nidoking to attack them. I am really hoping that there's not a pitfall there. That would really suck. Alright, nice, nice, nice. I'm feeling a pitfall, to be honest. I hate that portion of the map. That portion of the map has so many of those. I'll wait with you, and you can't do anything. Alright, great. Here comes Metagross, who I don't think reaches. No, good. Alright, Volcanian's back. That's cool. Oh, well, that's a lot of damage. Just this 12. I'm gonna make you get rid of it. Mostly because then you can do a bit of damage to Metagross as well. Yeah, a little risky to get you off of that. Alright, I'm assuming you're gonna probably Meteor Mash Cleaver now. You can Starmie, who just decides to leave. Alright, Frostlass is done. Metagross is done as well. We cannot take the banner, which, you see, this leaves me with kind of a scary thought, right? Like, if I move from here, like let's say, hypothetically speaking, if we didn't kill it, right? You know, there's this slight possibility there that if we didn't fall into a pitfall, right? Starmie could have captured this flag, they'd have all 3 of the flags and they'd win. Could you imagine that happening? That would have been horrible. But luckily enough that didn't happen and we just win. Easily conquering the rest. It is unreasonable to expect anything other than a victory for us. Yeah, suddenly we just got really overpowered. So we recruited everyone except Metagross. That doesn't really matter. Because like the story will not just end. Like, these guys are unfortunate that they are gone, because I don't know if these guys are how readily available those guys are. We'll just throw them in Pugilist, I guess. However, it immediately goes into the victory cutscene. Well, I did not expect such a success, I must say. Indeed, I think being a warlord rather suits me. Such insolence. I am the only warlord around here. You may be a warlord here in Ronsai, but I don't think the rest of the world cares about the squabbles that happen here. Do you, Ginchio? The world? I will not be taken in by such a ridiculous talk. And so Muneshige won the contest between the junior warlords. And promptly disappeared. Okay. Who knows whether he will ever return to Ginchio's side. I'm assuming this mirrors like real life events or something along those lines. Who knows? It's kind of an ominous ending of him just like leaving. You know, Ginchio. Although, like, out of all the junior warlords, Muneshige seems like one of the more capable ones. If anything, he kind of seems more capable than Ginchio, but I digress. So yeah, that was MUNESHIGE'S story, and our first completion of a Junior Warlord story mode, which yeah, it wasn't that difficult. Only really at the start did we have some difficulties because we started at a pretty central place where we had a lot of adjacent kingdoms, and because of that, we had to obviously spread our forces thinner, or army. But yeah, the main thing really just is that the officer bonus just didn't increase the opponents very much. If they had increased them by like 10%, we would have had games here. You know what I'm saying? But like we also just managed to capture most of the land pretty quickly, even after the officer bonus. But yeah, I'm not sure which run will happen afterwards, but yeah, saving the day, it doesn't really matter, because I am going back to an earlier state later on just to go and recruit a bunch of warriors and get their perfect links. But that'll be live streamed probably after this, but apparently Modanari's story is recruited for that, which, who knows, we might be doing that one next. There's a decent chance, actually. I do believe he's got a different type of story, but yeah, everyone, thanks for watching me play through MUNESHIGE'S story mode. As yeah, you'll see me do more stories. I don't know which one yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.